20 freaking minutes and it's the damn mic's been muted.
20 minutes.
Not that
Bless
long.
you.
Alright, so, Lanya should be working out. Alright, so, welcome back to another episode of AppleTalk. Back at it again with another Minecraft video. Today, we're on episode 8.
Yes.
We've gotten quite far, honestly, which is pretty sick, if I do say so myself. Yeah, we got quite a few
Without a break
interesting
in
topics
between.
tonight. Yeah, today we got two
Sorry,
more
I'm trying to
guests
listen.
again. We have Logan, of course.
And I'm
Become
back
kind of
this time,
redundant, might as well just
unlike
be a
last
host.
time.
We also got Enzo,
I'm
who's
back.
hopefully going to be
Hi.
here for the majority of the show, because unfortunately last week he had to go early. So let's see if we can have him again for a bit longer.
Be nice.
This time I'm back. For
Yay.
once, I actually have a working-ish microphone, which might not come through on stream at all. No, I wasn't. 'cause
It's
someone
not
else
great,
took
but
my
it's
computer.
better than fucking nothing, isn't it?
Could be worse.
Oh, yes.
Well,
Yeah, it
yeah,
could be
true.
worse.
Anything's better than
People can hear me, right? Those who can hear me in chat, say I.
I
I. Letter
I
I.
don't think there's anyone in chat. Finn just left.
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm
let
just gonna say, who the hell cares? I can hear you.
me give
fine.
you a would you rather. Would you rather listen to Luke with that mic, or would you rather listen to Jack?
Definitely
God.
Luke. I mean, at least
Yeah,
At
exactly.
least Luke doesn't pierce my eardrums. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Shall we get straight into tonight's topics?
Let's get into it.
Yes, let's get right.
Like the new wallpaper, by the way.
Let's get right.
Oh, I don't even have the stream up. I'm not very smart.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's pull the stream up for once,
Welcome.
actually.
I need to put effort into this channel. Thanks for joining. We got Finn and I need to put effort into this channel joining us. So yeah, welcome guys. But yeah, we have like the same number of topics again. We got 5 topics.
We have that every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically. So yeah, let's get right into the news.
I feel quite pissed actually, because
Why?
I chose how many topics last time?
Yeah,
Quite a
you chose
few,
like
actually.
3 topics. And
Yeah, I
you
did.
I chose 0. I haven't chose anything since like the first or second time I've been
Well, if
on
you're
here.
going to be on next week, which seems
And
quite likely, you
I
could
didn't join.
submit some topics.
I did not
if you like.
join.
Yeah.
I'm so
Alright.
pissed off that I did half the work and I didn't take part.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh well. But,
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Alright, let's get right into the news. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the most obvious possible thing that's ever talked about, ever, which is ARM Max. Yeah, so for those of you who live under a rock, Apple released 3 new Macs this week under their new ARM processors, and this is sort of a historic moment for them because this is the first time they're ever doing such a thing. And these ARM Macs are actually turning out to be quite a lot different than we thought, and they seem slightly too good to be true. And some people are saying they're the future, some don't. It's really a thing, I guess. But
First thing they've done is they've stolen the name from BMW.
The M1. That's what they're calling it.
Have they?
M1. They're calling it the
Yeah, it's a
M1.
brilliant, very rare supercar as well.
Not a very
Yeah.
brilliant
Yeah, I have to
Mac,
say, I'd
though.
rather buy a BMW M1 than pay that amount of money for a
About
fucking
$500,000.
M1 Mac. Yeah, I'd pay $500,000 rather than buy a fucking M1 Mac.
Lovely.
Because
Yeah, so would I.
the BMW.
I
Same.
agree.
Maybe last longer.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess starting off with this, the first thing I'd like to mention is that, because I watched the whole keynote live where they introduced these ARM Mac machines. First of all, I think I'm a little bit disappointed. I mean, I'm not going to buy one anyway, but it's a little bit disappointing to me that they had such a nice opportunity here to completely like change the designs and everything. But basically, on the surface, they're just exact same as the last generation Mac.
No,
To be
they're
fair,
the
though,
same
it took
computer.
them.
They look.
It took them 5 years. No, it didn't. It took them 9 years.
Same.
Yeah, about that.
The first power
Took 'em
Macs
about,
were the exact same as their century sequel. Sorry.
Well, it took them what, about 7 years to actually redesign the MacBook Pro when the 2016 one came out. So I'm not really surprised.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the other thing I wanted to mention, sorry, and that's that too. During the presentation, they mentioned a lot of things about it being faster than, or better than by a certain amount, but they really had no clear evidence. Like there were
Yeah,
no,
here's the thing
for example,
about
there were no.
typical Apple. They never like to disclose any details at all about anything. Like since making iPhones, they never tell you the processor specs, never tell you the RAM. They don't give you any of the tech stuff. They just say, "Oh, it's super fast. Just trust us."
Exactly.
And you have to buy it to find out. It's like one of those mystery boxes on eBay. Like you buy it and it's like, "Ooh, super rare, very cool. It's probably got a lot of cool shit in it." And then you buy it and it's full of crap and full of dog food or something. And that's the thing about Apple. I mean, they're selling. I mean, no one knows the actual performance, and there are leaked Geekbench scores, but I'm not going to believe anything until I see an actual review. I mean, honestly, my theory is that it's most likely going to be just as fast as the current ones are now, maybe just a slight bit faster. They're just going to have average performance, but what I think they've done is I think they've just done some dramatic software changes that make the whole thing run a lot faster, hence the 3 times faster speeds. And then they compared it to like.
Because the thing too is they say it's like
laptops,
15 times or 3 times faster than the best performing Windows laptop. But what is the best performing Windows laptop they're talking about? Is it a Chromebook? Is it a netbook?
Chromebook isn't the Windows
well, technically
2004.
Yeah, it's like, what do they mean by the best performing PC laptop in its class? Like, what laptop and what are the specs of that laptop?
Yeah, give us a fucking name. Give us your competition.
Give us a brand and model number. It could be anything.
Yeah.
It could be a Samsung Q1. It could be a Chromebook. It could be an Alienware M5500 from 2003.
It could be the laptop that Charlie has, which I can't remember the fucking name for.
Dell.
I know it's Dell.
Isn't it like
Duke
Inspiring or something like that?
Duke says that Duke's kind of summed it up in a recent interview that some Apple executives told what their their benchmarks were. I mean, honestly, I could possibly believe that, but I'm still gonna wait for like the reviews. Again, probably gonna be similar. And then quickly going back to the design themselves, I'm very disappointed the designs are exactly the same this year. I mean,
because they did have a brilliant chance to redesign absolutely everything.
Just like what Logan said, they had the perfect chance to redo everything, and then they didn't. Why not? I don't know.
I mean, they didn't really do it in 2006, did they? When they switched from PowerPC to
Yeah,
they're
also
not
didn't
the
really
same.
know at the
They're
time.
not the same company anymore.
No, they're really not. They're run by a different person. The person who ran it originally is dead now. They can at least follow a different fucking trait.
I just find it
so it says they compared like 3.5 times performance of the M1 to the i3 MacBook Air.
The
leaked benchmarks make sense now.
An i3.
So they compared it to an i3, and then they said it was 3 times faster. I mean, anything i3 should be on the market. i3s are.
I haven't had an i3 since 2015.
Even if it was 3 times faster than the Core i5. A Core i5 even at this point is starting to become, more mid-range, less professional. And these are professional laptops too. And another thing I wanted to mention, that I actually figured out in a Louis Rossmann video, I believe I shared it with all you guys. Apparently too, there's also some thing where basically Apple will track what applications you open
that's the whole
on your
Big Sur
computer.
thing.
Yeah, they'll track that application you open on your computer, what IP address and location you open them on, or open them at, what you do on them, and then they'll send it to some third-party server or something. And apparently in previous versions of the Mac OS or whatever, you could disable that with some program or something. But apparently on the ARM Macs and on the
it's because all the ARM Macs, the lowest OS they can run is Big Sur, which is why Big Sur was released right as they came out. And that's the biggest issue with the ARM Macs. I mean, we're going to get to Big Sur after this. We have a whole other topic dedicated to completely go off of that.
Yeah, we fucking will do.
But, you make a really good point, Logan. And what else was I going to say? Some things I have heard.
Apple, we care about your privacy. Also, Apple, we're going to take every fucking...
or whatever thing. spyware or whatever, Intel
Yeah.
CPU.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah.
what's called.
Apple, we care about your security.
Yeah.
Also,
It's-
Apple. Hey. Go
Can I
on,
mention
sorry.
something also related with Lewis Rossman?
And you know, here's
well,
what I find
Lewis-
sad. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Lou. My bad.
Yeah. Something about Lewis Rossman also. I think he also mentioned that during the right to repair hearings, they always say, "Oh, but what about customer privacy? You can get their data."
We'll get to this in the next topic. We have a whole other topic where we can get into this because I feel like we're gonna go to the next topic, then we won't have anything to talk about. But yeah, I don't want to be that guy.
Yes.
I think two things I want to mention. I mean, the first thing I'm going to address is the elephant in the room, that everything is integrated into this one CPU. So the RAM is integrated, the GPU is integrated. I think the storage is integrated as well. So this is a non-upgradable level. They've taken non-upgradable to a whole new level.
This
So if
just
you
flat
buy
out right
this,
there.
you
Even if there
better
was,
want this.
yeah, because even if there were no
Lewis
privacy
isn't
issues,
going to
even
like
if the machine was powerful, that flat out just would make me completely avoid it. Because I am somebody who likes to be able to open my stuff up and be able to have full control over
Might as
what
well
I
just
put in there
weld them shut.
and what I can
There's
do with
also-
it. And
there's
I
also
don't
the
like that
issue
Apple is
of-
trying to govern what you can do with your own electronics that you pay outrageous
Thousands.
prices for. It's like I'm not going to pay $1,000 for a computer that in 5 years I'm going to have to replace entirely because Apple soldered the chip straight onto the everything in
also
the
the issue of
board.
Yeah, there's also the issue of if any of those components go bad, you're gonna have to throw
the
out
whole thing has
entire
to be shut
fucking
down unless you
system.
want to
Yeah,
waste your time
which again,
micro-soldering.
right there, that goes-
You can't even micro-solder.
Yeah. And
You
here's the
can't
thing
even
too.
micro-solder. It's all integrated.
Yeah, it's also
It's
it's
not like
probably
Apple
all
yeah,
Yeah,
you
sure,
can.
hit
You have
them
to,
with-
yeah, just check the whole board out. Ooh, that's so environmentally friendly.
Yeah, it's not like Apple's going to be
Which
like,
goes
oh,
against
here,
the other thing that Apple
here's
stands
the new
for,
M1
being
chip.
environmentally friendly. They're anything but environmentally friendly.
They don't-
Your Apple
they
Watch
should
breaks,
not do
you
that.
can't just
They're
think,
only, they're
it's a-
only green because they're making that mad cash, boys. That's
Yeah,
the
they make that
agreement
man
there,
cash.
bro.
Here's the problem.
$1,500 on a phone without a
Yeah.
fucking charging brick.
But see, yeah, this is my problem with Apple. They basically are the opposite of anything they stand for. This here, your screen breaks on this, you can just take a hot air station, heat it up, replace the screen. Apple, they're going to throw it out. They're going to give you a new watch.
That's
and
exactly what
they're
they
not
did
even.
with my dad's iPad. No, because he
Yeah.
cracked his iPad Pro, and then they just gave him a whole new one. And I do also want to say, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 90% sure they don't actually throw it away. I'm pretty sure they just like actually repair it and then refurbish and sell
No,
it.
they completely strip it and get rid of the things like the housing, the screen, and the battery, and then they do things with it.
Yeah.
So no, they don't throw it away per se, but it's not very environmentally friendly anyway.
Yeah. What else?
But this all comes down to one fundamental problem here. Hope you weren't going to say something important because I just completely cut you off. But the problem is we've had Apple has done all these things that are against what they stand for and say.
Mhm.
They sell all these products that are deceptive and aren't really very good. They don't stand for right to repair. They're just crappy products. Once you buy it, you have to replace it if you want to get more powerful machine. But yet people will still buy it. They will still pay outrageous prices to buy it, and it doesn't make sense. It's like you can buy a $700 laptop maybe
But
with
why? Why would people still buy it?
and you could even put Mac OS on it,
Why?
and there's no reason to buy the
Oh,
Apple
yeah.
laptop. It's just a
I
I
fashion
still run a
thing.
MacBook, but it's just
Like
fucking.
after
I
Intel's
still.
dead, no more Mac Hackintosh.
The only here, 1 second.
I think
I still have.
Right here.
I think the biggest problem is that
The only Mac that I will ever use is going to be from this era around 2010 or 11 because the thing is, this can do pretty much everything you need it to do, and I can actually take the back panel off. And you see what's right here? That's called RAM. That's upgradable memory. I actually upgraded this machine. I don't have to desolder anything. I don't have to have a hot air station. I can pull the RAM module right out.
Oh yeah,
Put a
you
new one
smashed out MacBook. How's that going?
Got a crack over here, crack over there.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
What
beautiful.
smashed
Oh
up?
yeah, you found it in a bin,
Oh,
didn't
that
you?
one.
I found it in a bin, free MacBook. That's where it belongs. But I think one
I
of the
got mine
biggest
for free, but I'm
problems.
giving that one to Henry.
I think one of the biggest
mine
That one
problems.
does work though, right?
I think one of the biggest problems with Apple's fuck. I'm never gonna finish this. Yeah, just go ahead, Luke.
Just there, Charlie. He's not.
I think one of the biggest problems with this whole thing is that other companies have sort of begun going the same way as Apple because they're starting to realize, hey, people are still buying garbage products even though they completely ruined them. So why don't we do the same? I mean, hey, it makes the company makes our side of things much better, and like 90% of our customers don't care, which is the truth.
See, I think the problem universally in the tech industry is they've lost the main thing that's important, and that's user experience, what the user thinks when they use the products. And so they're making it more and more towards marketing and towards just looking cool and being a status symbol rather than actually producing things that are good and actually work for people. Because this laptop I have here is 4 years old. I can upgrade the memory. I can disassemble it if I need to. It has an optical drive on it, which I still use. This works. Now, if I had a MacBook Pro or something like that from 2020, sure, it looks pretty, and sure, it's expensive. I might look cool using it, but in reality, it doesn't work for me, and it's not very efficient, and it lacks the things I need to have a good experience with the computer. So,
yeah.
I don't know. That's just the way.
I'm gonna
If
throw
you want
this
a good
fucking
MacBook Pro,
controller in
get
it.
one from 2012. It's got an i5 in it. It's got some even have i7s in them. You can upgrade the hard drive, the RAM. It's got an optical drive which you can replace with a second hard drive. It's easy to fix. Lewis Rossman has many a guide. Just avoid the late 17-inch models, and you'll be fine.
Nice.
I swear to God, these fucking Xbox is going down the same route. Their controllers are awful for repair.
I think looking on the positive side of ARM Macs, just quickly, I mean, despite the numerous flaws. Oh, right, I forgot to touch on one other thing quickly before I do get into that. I have heard some of the limitations that these processors have. For example, you can't use more than 2 Thunderbolt or USB ports simultaneously.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like USB-C ports.
What's even the fucking point?
I don't know. I mean, they haven't shown. I mean, the thing about all the pictures. I mean, the thing about all the pictures on the Apple's website, none of them show both sides of the laptop where the ports would be. So maybe they took off one side of ports and they don't want to admit their failure. Because I have heard in places that there's actually limitations like that. And then I think there was something else that I forgot, but that was one of the big ones that I remember. But then again, looking on the positive side, I do think that they do have some slight. I mean, there are some slight factors that could make them great. Like they have some good.
There's only 2 ports on the M1 Max. Fuck.
Yeah, that would. Even if everything else is good about the machines, that would just flat out break the deal for me.
Yeah.
Like even if it was expandable, even if
I mean, they have some potential. I mean, at least looking on the positive side of things. But otherwise, I would still never buy one. I mean, I thought that 16 inch MacBook was kind of cool, but then I kind of realized, you know what? It's kind of ruined now. The novelty's sort of worn off. Rather than an XPS.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you got to look at it in a way that these are too also first generation products, and I'm sure that as time goes on, then they'll probably figure out ways to maybe improve the USB controllers where it can handle more than just 2 devices and the Thunderbolt controllers and everything. I'm sure eventually they'll get it to a point where it will be as good or better, but of course there are still factors like the security flaws and everything, or it's not as much a flaw as much as it is Apple just tracking your location and everything that you cannot turn off on these new Macs. I just find that flat out wrong personally, but it doesn't. I guess the thing is I don't have to worry about it anyway because I'm never buying one. So
I know my friend's gonna get a new ARM MacBook Air. I'm not stopping him because he just really wants to use Mac OS without Hackintosh.
Lovely. All right.
Well, and he needs an upgrade. Like he's been using an old Mac Pro from like 20.
I use Macs every day.
The next Mac I will buy is a 5.1 Mac Pro. Keep it on something like fucking Mojave or High Sierra. Because MacBooks, Macs nowadays
I want one of
are
those.
just fucking terrible. Charlie said it himself. He's seen when he saw the Mac Pro in person. It's shite build quality.
I mean, the build quality is not as good as I was expecting. I mean, it's okay, but especially like the Pro display, it's a lot more wobbly than I thought. I mean, the Mac Pro itself is okay as well. It's kind of smaller than I thought as well, but I mean, it's not terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I would expect for a machine that can reach as much as $50,000 that would have some good build quality.
Spend $1,500 on a computer that only has 2 USB-C ports.
I know.
Spend $1,000. Charlie, this is from a company that sells a stand for $1,000 and wheels for $700. What do you
I think it's only a publicity stunt. Any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
Because it'll still get them attention.
Oh yeah. Don't they censor like all the comments on the videos as well?
Yep, they do.
On
They
YouTube,
turn off
they just-
comments.
Yeah. So
No
good luck when you
opinions
complain.
from the haters. Block out the haters. Stab on them. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're kind of done with our Macs. In conclusion,
I think
they suck. They have tiny bit of potential. What was that, Enzo?
I think we beat this topic. That's just me though.
Yeah. But yeah, not too much to say otherwise, other than let's move on to the next topic. We're gonna talk about Big Sur, Henry's favorite thing.
Fuck off
physics.
Fuck off physics. That's the only reason why we're doing this. I mean.
Oh god, no.
I mean, Big Sur was just released like
no.
this week to the public. It's like
It's not Big Sur, it's macOS.
Is it really this week?
Yeah, macOS bullshit.
Yeah, this week Big Sur came out.
Download the macOS bullshit update.
I
thought it came out earlier.
What happened?
I know a few people that have already downloaded it, mostly online because I don't have friends in real life that make computer shit. But I know Henry got it and regretted it. I know Aiden started downloading it and then canceled it. I know a bunch of people on the MacX server who got it and seemed to find it okay. Henry, tell us about your story about Big Sur, because I know you want to. Oh, you love Big Sur very much.
Yeah, I fucking adore it right now. Yeah, so
you want to talk about it?
No, not really.
Too
but
bad.
I'll just
You're gonna do it, or I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna kick you off the stream.
I'm really not fucking mood at the moment with this piece of shit of a Microsoft controller. Why the fuck have you designed a controller where the only bloody thing holding on this button is an arm that's 0.5 millimeter thick?
Until he starts talking, which do you think looks better, Microsoft Windows XP or macOS Big Sur?
None of them.
XP.
Both look shit.
I mean, honestly, Big Sur doesn't look
XP,
good.
I like both of them, personally. I know that's probably an unpopular opinion saying I like Big Sur, but I think they both look fine.
The aesthetics are nice in Big Sur. How it's actually done though is shockingly bad.
I think the problem with Big Sur is that it's sort of like a hybrid of Mac OS and iOS 6. Like it's sort of trying to be 3D but modern. It looks kind of bad. Like everything looks really wrong and violated, and some of the icons just look stupidly ugly. And I don't really like how they're going to like an iOS theme, and it's not even a matching to iOS theme because the OS looks completely different to iOS. Unless they're gonna update iOS to make it look like Big Sur, and if they do, I'm switching to Android. We're recording this stream. If they change iOS to look like Big Sur, I'm going to Android. I repeat, I am going to Android. You cannot stop me, Apple. I'm not going to use such a disgusting-looking operating system.
Yeah. I don't know, I've tried to...
This thing's headed straight for eBay.
Yeah, here's the thing. I've seen the betas, and personally, I've never really liked the design. I was hoping that maybe over time, as the months go by, they would refine it and make it look better. But I've tried to make myself like it really, but I just don't like the design language. There's always just been something about like the Yosemite style, like that was introduced in. Like it still had it looked cool because it had like the three-dimensional icons with their own individual shapes and like they were shaped like what they were supposed to
I
represent.
kind of
But
like
now
that
it's
as
all just a
well.
bunch of
It's all
iOS.
standard. I mean,
And-
yeah, I mean, yeah, Unity, but I kind of like the like little creative icon designs. It just makes it look more unique and fun. But oh well.
Yeah. Plus, I don't really like how they've sort of made everything look a bit more chunky as well. I sort of like the nice,
Have you
clean.
seen the battery icon in control?
Ugh,
It's absolutely
God.
appalling. That's the worst of it. It looks so bad. It's like XP grade shit. Oh,
It's worse than XP. I'd say
yeah,
XP looks better than that.
it does. That's the
XP all the
problem.
way.
XP shouldn't look better than anything, but it does. For the first time in its entire existence, which is wonderful. I mean, Big Sur, yeah, it is kind of a step up in like performance and stuff. It's got a lot of software tweaks that makes it run I've heard it's got a lot of software tweaks that makes it run faster on Macs. And then I've also heard that Apple's been a lot more like, let's try to get your information ish. They're trying harder and harder to get your information, and they're trying harder and harder to make it impossible to stop them. Apparently, so there used to be this program. I forget what it was called. It was like Mac. It was like Mac Snitch or something like
Little
that.
snitch.
Where we would just prevent that from happening in macOS versions earlier than Catalina. And now they've completely removed the functionality of that app, and even VPNs won't work, which I think is quite crazy. And I feel like Apple's so privacy. They're so geared towards privacy, but they're doing the total opposite, which is crazy.
I was trying to make that joke in the fucking in the last thing we did, but it got cut off.
All right, then make that joke.
Apple, we care about your privacy. Apple with Big Sur, fuck off. We want all your data.
Yeah, but then they've been doing it with iOS for years. I'm pretty sure they fixed the
Doesn't-
battery icon. Oh, thank God
Can I
they
just
did.
throw right to repair? Can I just throw right to repair in here?
Oh,
Sure.
Didn't Lewis...
can Microsoft make a fucking product that's actually good quality and fucking stays together well without your pissing buttons sticking? Fuck!
I'll tell you what. It's
Oh yeah, thank
anything
God the battery
better.
icon is different, Duke. Now it looks like a flask. Not some disgusting wiener. Here, look, this is the old one. You can sort of see it on screen, at least on the stream. That's what the old one looked like. And then the new one looks like this. Looks like a flask, which looks okay. So that's nice, I guess. But yeah.
I'm looking at it right now.
I
It's
just
not
prefer the
green.
one
It's
before.
fucking. It stays white.
It's a flask.
Olden days.
Nobody cares, Apple. You're just making a fucking OS.
Let's promote
Nobody
drinking
gives
to
a
little kids that use our computers, because that's exactly what they're designed for nowadays. Toddlers with their plastic toys, like bang, bang, bang. This is how we type. We type with our things.
with our things. You mean fingers or?
Don't bring it down that road. He said fucking toddlers.
I know. Okay. Yeah. True.
Yeah. Well, anyway, not
God.
really too much to say about Big Sur. I mean, we kind of already talked. I don't remember where we talked about this already. Honestly, I think we talked about it on Mac and Chat a while ago. Because this
Where
was
did we
like
talk
around
about
the
what?
summer. No, because when Big Sur was like announced, this was around the summer. We already had enough like betas that we were able to get enough information out of it. Yeah, we definitely talked about this on Mac and Chat somewhere. I'm not calling it Tech and Chat. It's a stupid name. But
Oh my god, it's terrible. It
That's
doesn't even
why I
work.
got kicked off. Because I said it was a bad fucking name.
Stupid
They're little
name. What a
babies.
name, Tech and Chat. It doesn't make any sense, but I won't get into that. It's dumb story.
Yeah, if you want Charlie to get into that, watch episode 1 where we go over fucking
Oh
everything.
yeah, if you want me to get into that again, join our Discord server. Link in the description. After this, I'm gonna get into that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I'm fucking angry with this piece of shit.
I mean, just join the Discord server anyway, because why the hell not?
yep. Got quite a lot of people there.
I need
I mean,
cookies.
not that much. Yeah. I don't really think we have that much else to say about Big Sur.
Fuck you, bastards. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I just don't
How
like
about
the design language.
Henry, I
I think
have a
there's a-
solution for you. Get a pickaxe and snap it in half. Smash it in half. It's not worth it.
Do you know what fucking fixed my issue? A piece of
You're on
duct
the
tape.
story, right?
Then get a piece of duct tape.
Yeah, I have a piece of duct tape already in it, for fuck's sake. Oh, this stupid piece of shit.
Is it done?
Yep, finally.
Yeah,
Back
we did.
together.
60 controller was unfixable.
Duke says that they're supposed to stream in 23 minutes. Fucking idiots.
That's bullshit.
Who?
No,
Tekken Chat?
No, they're not.
I
gonna
gotta
stream.
see that.
I'm pretty sure they actually stopped streaming. I heard some information somewhere that they were apparently not streaming regularly anymore, which means they just stream whenever they feel, which is kind of what.
Charlie, they haven't streamed regularly in fucking ages.
Yeah, but they're not gonna stream ever again. They're dead.
Good.
They're gone. There's no way they have any motivation to do it anymore.
Fucking good.
I'll eat my flex glue if they decide to stream again. Here, let me go get it. Just to fucking.
Wait, yes, flex glue? Yeah, flex glue.
I'll eat my flex glue if they stream again. I swear to God.
Flex glue.
Look, if they stream,
you're gonna eat it?
Tekken Chat, if you're watching,
You just eat it right now.
Mac Chat, if you're watching this, I will literally eat my flex glue if you decide to stream again.
Fucking
That's the motivation for you.
If you decide to stream,
I will do it next week.
figure again. I will kiss the Lego figure again and possibly
Yeah,
make it.
basically
And
what
we're
Charlie's
literally,
saying there,
we want to see your bad show go on because it's fun to
what
make fun
Charlie's
of it.
basically saying there is he will commit suicide if Tekken Cat decides to
I'm not gonna
stream again.
swallow it. I'm gonna put it in my mouth and spit it out in the garbage.
Oh,
He's gonna swishy around
Unless
in
it
his
tastes
mouth.
really good, then I'll swallow it. But
Yeah,
who knows? Most people say you can't eat the Flexi family of products. You can't.
Oh god.
Thanks, Phil. You're encouraging.
Charlie,
I know.
we are guinea pig. Fuck
He
you,
meant to say you
Piper.
can't, but it literally sounds like he said you can.
No, most
You
people
can
think
eat
you
Flexi.
can't eat the Flexi family of products. You can't. You cannot eat them or consume them in any shape or form.
Bullshit.
Flexi is the only
Don't
way
eat
to
it.
seal
I bet you it tastes like
inside.
strawberries.
Oh, that was from Finn. That's incredible. But yeah, anyway, let's get on to a not boring topic.
Actually, can I give that fucking thing about Big Sir that I can't stand?
What?
Because you found this story funny.
Oh yeah, you never gave us your story.
Yeah, I never told it because I was getting
Bombs
pissed off
away.
with this kind of shit. Anyway, Duke gave me a copy of Final Cut Pro 10.4.8, which was released in December of last year. It wouldn't work on my update, on my current update, which was macOS Mojave 10.14.5. I needed to update it to 10.14.6. I looked for 10.14.6, couldn't get it. I couldn't get Catalina, so I decided to go to Big Sur.
Uh-oh.
And I left it on all fucking night to update. Came to it this morning, went to Final Cut Pro. It said, you can't use this on fucking Big Sur.
Yeah.
It's a year old! It's not even a year fucking old and it's already outdated.
I know.
on the newest
That
version of
sucks. That
macOS.
really does.
How
Imagine paying
fucking
$300 for a piece of software and you have to update it every year.
$300
That's
fucking dollars
bullshit.
on a piece of software that didn't fucking update with macOS Big Sur. How shit is your company getting, Tim
Yeah,
Apple?
Finn
Fuck
said,
you.
Finn said it perfectly. Planned obsolescence. Although
It is planned
Although
obsolescence.
planning obsolescence for a piece of software seems kind of extreme. I mean, my parents
It's
have
so
been using
dumb.
the same version of Microsoft Word 2006, and that
You
hasn't
really
gone
think they
obsolete yet. But
You really think that they wouldn't
I know.
plan obsolete a fucking piece of software? The stupid
I
tossers.
mean, Microsoft hasn't.
Microsoft has.
I know, it's like,
But then
You
again,
can
they still
run-
make things like this irreparable.
Yep.
yeah. I mean, I can run a program that's like 15 years old on my modern Windows 10 computer on the latest update. I mean, sure, you know, it's
It's going to be
not
slow.
modern, but it runs. It still works. There is still that factor of backwards compatibility across at least 10 years, maybe even more. And you can't run a
You
Euro
can even do
program on
vice
Mac.
versa. You could get like an old ass Vista laptop and run Windows 10 perfectly fine. Like there's
Yeah,
literally
I know.
no stopping you. Windows is
If,
like free on it. You can run it
Yeah,
on
this
8
thing here, this
TMs.
computer is from 2011. It can't even run that.
If Apple got back into the fucking into the console game, they'd release a new console every 3 years and make the other one obsolete and unusable on
The
on
Pikmin
Wi-Fi.
2.
Lovely.
Yeah, Pippin 2.
Yeah, Pippin 2. That'll totally.
No, don't.
It's gonna be like Google Stadia. They're gonna figure out some sort of like cloud thing, and then they're gonna send you some stupid controller in the mail, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, use this." Oh God, Stadia was terrible.
You know what's really fucking funny?
When
When I go into the Apple store in my mall, there is there's Xbox One and PlayStation 4 controllers fucking everywhere to play on the Apple TVs. What's that saying?
They're saying that they're never making.
These guys have better controllers than us because we can't be asked to work for it, so we'll buy from our competitors. Fuck you, stupid twats. They even sell Xbox One controllers in Apple. No, I'm not even joking. They really do.
All right, time to.
I guess
we're taking a quick detour off stream. Yeah. We're gonna quickly just like take a little look see. We're on the Apple website. Oh shit.
They sell it in the store. I'm not sure if they do it on the actual website. I haven't checked the site.
Nothing. They don't sell it.
Really?
Why?
It's
it's an Explorer. They have Xbox app, Game Pass, blah 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 blah.
Wow.
Old game no one cares about. Old game no one cares about. Guides, garbage, bullshit.
Do you know what I'm gonna do, Charlie? When COVID is over, I will go to the Apple store, take a photo of the accessories bit that they have, and show you that they're selling things like Hot Wheels cars, fucking just random balls. Weirdly, I guess it's
random balls.
I'm not gonna make the joke. And they also sell Xbox One controllers. No, I'm not, because I know I will get fucking shed if I say it.
Yeah, so anyway, I think we're going to move on to the next topic because we kind of finished off this one. And the next one is actually kind of interesting and will send us down in a whole rabbit hole. And it is, what is the best Mac ever made?
Wow.
That is an interesting question because...
PowerBook G3.
Because last week, basically, we did what was the worst Mac ever made. This time, we're doing what was the best Mac ever made.
So I have two different ones that I believe qualify for this.
2015 MacBook Pro lovers will be shot.
Why are you talking about the 2015?
MacBook Air 837.
The 2016 was the bad one.
837 sucked. A1304.
I thought the 2016 MacBook Pro was the bad one, Charlie.
Well, 2015 is the one that everyone
I like the touch bar.
Shut the fuck up about. Ooh, 2015, best of the best. Ooh, 2015 is so good. I bought one for $500 and it's got a Core i5 and integrated graphics.
Yeah, I wish people would shut the fuck up about it.
It's so stupid. You buy an old laptop with last-gen processors and integrated
Jesus Christ, who's freaking turning their microphone into a freaking wind tunnel for their freaking nose?
It's stupid. Aiden's a perfect example of this. He stupidly buys this 2015 13-inch MacBook Pro with like last-gen processors and expects it to run everything perfectly, but it
pretty
doesn't.
Much.
So,
pretty fucking.
My shoulder's killing me.
Yeah. Personally, what I believe qualifies as one of them's also in frame right now. This here is probably what I would say is one of the best, more modern machines ever made. This here is a 12-inch PowerBook G4. This is actually one of my first computers here. I'm sure I mentioned this probably several times. But this thing is incredibly reliable. It's well built. Some of these have issues with... No, this is all metal. This is all aluminum. Except for the keys. The keys are the only thing plastic on this. It has aluminum all over here. There's a plastic bumper on there, but it's yeah. But yeah, these are very reliable. This one's worked nonstop for the past at least 15 years. Yeah, if you take good care of it, these are no hinge issues. Unlike good old PowerBook 160 over there. But yeah, this is
Duke says they suck to open.
Huh?
Duke says they suck to open.
Well, Duke's wrong because these are
the PowerBook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard opening up that generation of laptop is a fucking pain in the ass, and I've done it myself with
I've done the similar model. This is the let's see. This is the Fucking PowerBook.
Oh, it's an iBook.
iBook, right. iBook
Oh,
G3
they
Snow.
are an
Absolute
nightmare.
worst computer ever to open up. Highly do not recommend.
Charlie.
Yeah. These are
Charlie.
better though. I don't know why.
Charlie.
All you have to do is really do that and it opens up just like this. It's so easy.
Charlie, I'll give you a free iBook clamshell if you snap it in half.
This?
Yes.
No, I can't. This is my first ever. This is my boy. This is my first ever. This is my first ever Apple laptop. Seriously, I can't do
shut
that.
up.
I like the rainbow logo you got.
Sentimental value to me.
Yeah, this year is my first too, so that's kind of funny.
I sold the first ever Apple laptop I bought, which was the 2006 Mac Pro. No, MacBook. Why the fuck did I say Pro?
What would I snap in?
Can I just say, what you just said was exactly what the conversation between me and my mother was. That's my boy. That's my first Apple laptop.
That's my sweet
Just
boy. You can't do this to
she
me,
had my
boy.
PowerBook.
Oh, my
She had my PowerBook
boy.
140 and Henry's MacBook Pro. She says,
It's approximately at this moment that Charlie's parents barge into his room wondering what the hell is going on.
You know what, honestly, that's exactly what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can just imagine like a full-on SWAT team just like running in and it's just Charlie crying over a snapped in half iBook. You know, he's got like the flex, he's emptying like the flex glue on the hinge and everything.
Yeah.
Duke says replacing the hard drive on the PowerBook G4 is an absolute nightmare.
Yes, it is, but I have not needed to do that on this.
On that version, I think it's actually a hell of a lot easier on the 15-inch for Thai books, but on that version, 12-inch, it's a pain in the arse. And it translates the same to the iBook G3 Snow and the G4 because
they're basically the same computers. It's just that this one's has probably a faster processor on it.
They're the same design.
Yeah.
Henry, you want to know what? Fine.
I don't know though. Generally speaking, yeah, I did actually see Action Retro's video in which he did that in one of these. But generally speaking,
I did it. I totally did it. Now you're
what did you do?
I did it.
I've actually done that.
Yeah, you've done that because you're weird. No,
well,
to be completely honest, I don't have a laptop I want to do that. I can do that too. Actually, wait, let me check.
Don't you have the one that's already snapped in half?
My iBook G3 Snow I ended up destroying because it was a complete piece of shit that ended up fucking dying. I don't know how it boot looped, but it fucking well did. So I took any part that was good enough for my clamshells over there and destroyed the piece of shit.
Yeah.
My Indigo still has the 30GB hard drive from it to this day.
I don't know though.
All the laptops I hated are now
Speaking
gone.
of clamshells,
I don't have any laptops I can snap.
Might get one.
Yeah. Anyway, just to summarize this one machine, it's relatively high quality. It's well built. It might be a little bit hard to disassemble, but most of the time these things are, in my opinion, reliable enough. At least in this specific instance, reliable enough that I've not had to ever open this up. It's also has a fairly good weight to it, but yeah.
If only Apple still kept the way that they had it today, because nowadays MacBooks are not that hard to disassemble. It's a few screws on the bottom, the bottom plate's on, then everything's there. But they're not easy to fucking repair.
No.
Why can't they have the best of both worlds? It's a fucking pain in the ass. What I was going to say a while ago, the best form of recycling is repairing and reusing.
Yeah.
Why not?
Apple doesn't understand. Apple doesn't understand. They're kind of stupid.
They do. They do. They just don't understand it for our perspective. They understand it on their perspective. Because like you said earlier, Charlie, with your dad's iPads, they're going to take that, refurbish it, and sell it on. They know how to do it to make money on their end. They just don't know how to do it to make money on our end.
Yeah.
Which is why I fucking hate them for my business, because they're a pain in the ass.
I think one of my top picks for the best would be this thing, the Mac 2, which I think honestly is one of the best designed desktops ever made. This is one of Apple's first modular desktop systems. Like this is one of their first actual desktops. So before this, all Macs were these ones, but then this was one of the first desktop Macs, and it was totally modular, had really good performance for the time, and I think honestly one of my favorites. It's also got this one's in particular has 2 floppy drives and a 5.25-inch hard drive, which is fucking massive and it makes a lot of noise, but it's absolutely awesome. Probably one of my favorite computers in my collection. And I have to say that was a really well-designed computer, and they're very reliable as well. At least the earlier ones, like that one. But,
I really like how the iPhone 7 is put up. Now you've retired it.
Oh yeah, right. That's up there. I think. Oh yeah. Again, if we're gonna go talk about phones, I think the 7's also a really good one. I think the two best phones, in my opinion, at least, are the iPhone 7 Plus and the iPhone 5 Slate.
No.
7 Plus and Slate.
Who's doing
I
that?
love the 4.
I don't know.
Who's doing that?
This year is
Making
my
stuff-
favorite phone.
the massive blowing of air. It sounds like a wind tunnel.
Yeah. Did I just mention that earlier?
I don't know if it's.
Yeah, you did.
I
Who's
don't know if
doing
it's me or not.
Is that
I don't know if it's me
Enzo
or
or
not.
who's
It's
that?
not me. Because I
It's
hear
not
it coming
I
through
don't
on
think
my
it's
end
me.
too. I think it's Luke. Because his always lights up when it happens. Maybe he doesn't realize it.
Shut up, stupid notification.
Personally, I think the iPhone 7 is one of the worst iPhones.
What? Why? Why?
Because, well, no.
The 6
If
is.
it's because of repair, you can literally count every new Apple product like that.
No, it's
I
not
like
because of
the
repair.
iPhone
It's
SE
because of
20.
it's because of how it's designed on the inside with the audio
Oh, of
IC.
course, yeah,
The,
duh.
the audio IC issue that they've got.
Oh, right, that.
Yes, that's why I think the 7 is the worst iPhone they've got. The
No, it's not. 6.
it is. It's
The 6
one
and
of
the 5C are bad.
the 5C never had
5C isn't
actual
terrible.
repair issues. So it never had
It
any.
was a terrible phone. It was cheap.
Yeah,
it was not nice.
It was cheap. It was a cheap version of a very expensive
cheap.
product, but it didn't actually have any service issues, which were fucking catastrophic, like the
That was
iPhone
the
7 and like the 6.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on again. Moving on to some more older machines that I think also deserve being some of the best Macs. Charlie already mentioned the Mac 2, so I figured I'd mention its more less powerful brother, the Mac SE.
SE game.
The SE is definitely, yeah. This is definitely one of the best Macs if you want sort of a very affordable,
Yes.
very easy to find 68K
SE
Mac
game
that
is so
has a hard drive built in, has a 1.44
I'm not
megabyte
sure
floppy
the-
drive,
I'm
so
not
you can
sure
just
UK.
put stuff straight from a
this
USB
is
floppy
supposed to
drive
be
right onto
or
it.
something.
And it even has a sticker on the side, and so does Charlie's.
Oh, mine's
So
got
I have a-
2 stickers. I got a small one and a big
Oh.
one.
Yeah, I just have a small one, and then there was also like several other non-Apple
You got
stickers.
2 stickers
Then-
as well.
One that people might not agree as much on here, but is also one of my personal favorites here, is the good old Mac Plus. This is not really the best Mac if you want to start off your collection, but this is a nice classic
I mean, it
form
is a
factor
good classic.
Mac.
It is a good classic, like an obtainable classic, but they're a pain in the ass to use. You need a special keyboard, which good luck getting one of those. Most of the keyboards are actually more expensive than the computer itself. You also need special discs. You need a special mouse. It's kind of a pain, but once you do get it working, it's okay. Other than the limitations, like there's no hard drive in most of them unless you get an external one. I mean, you can't really do too much with them, unlike the SEs. I think one of the best compact Macs though would be the SE30. I mean, this
Definitely
is
the
as close
SE.
as I'm going to get for the next year, because.
Personally, the SE30 is a really powerful machine, but I have to say the SCFDHD, which is what this unit is here, is probably the all-time best because this one does not have capacitor leakage issues like the SE30.
Exactly. The only
It's a
problem
little
with
bit
the
less powerful.
the only problem
Other
with
than that,
the
this is
SE30
basically an SE30.
Yeah, the only problem with the SE30 is the garbage issues that it has. I think it's one of the most plagued compacts besides the Classic and Classic 2.
Oh,
I mean, this one, obviously, this one's most reliable. I haven't seen many of these fail, other than battery leakage, but again, everything.
The SE2, the SE is probably the most reliable compact Mac. Not the SE30, obviously, but the SE is the most because it has built-in fans, no broken traces, or not traces, but solder joints, no cap leakage, and it eliminates a lot of those problems. But yeah, my point of bringing the Plus on is it's probably the best classic form factor machine because it has expandable RAM and everything, but it's definitely not the best machine if you're just trying to start off. I would go with the SE for that because they're cheaper too, probably.
Yeah. What
The Mac Classics.
What about you, Henry? I haven't really heard much about you.
Probably older computer. Honestly, I'd say the clamshell.
Fair enough. I mean, the design's cool, but then repairability, I mean,
The repairability's not that bad.
But it's
if
a
you go
pain in the ass.
the
to take
hard
apart.
drive is the hardest bit to do.
Meh.
But unlike the modern Macs, you can actually fucking replace the hard drive.
Oh yeah, they're not soldered on.
Yeah.
I think there would have been outrage in '99 if these had soldered in hard drives or something.
They wouldn't have been
Yeah.
able to. The clamshell is the laptop it's basically the laptop version of the computer that saved Apple
I haven't
arse.
actually turned mine on in a while.
It's a brilliant computer in my opinion.
I think the most infuriating
want
part about
one.
the hard drive
I've-
replacement is that when you lift
I've
off the
scoured the
keyboard, you can
internet.
see it under there, but you can't access
Oh yeah.
it. So annoying. But,
Yeah, there's quite a few photos that I've seen of people who have got, those idiots that customize their keylines and things like that and sell them for thousands and thousands of dollars. There's one on there that I saw recently, which is a twat who who cut in to the actual.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's like right around here he cuts it.
Yeah, he cuts into the fucking
Oh, yeah.
plate. What a retard! What a
Right.
fucking idiot!
Yep.
It's like the dumbasses who try to repair the aluminum Apple keyboards, like with the USB ones.
Yeah, I've
They, like,
actually tried to use a
destroy 'em.
wireless one. And I mean, some people they have to. The whole things are glued together. I've smashed
Yeah.
a bunch of the wired ones, and they're totally glued together with like this really strong adhesive. I mean, unless you're taking apart a wireless keyboard and you're in like the battery area, which alone is kind of difficult to take apart. It's possible, but it's hard to take apart. But if you're trying to do like the key membranes or whatever, it's impossible. Like, good luck. You're gone.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Apple are just bastards when it comes to repair. They just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why I
what
like
about-
working with these.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like even from this time, sorry Charlie, but like even from back then they even tried like the screws in the handle. That's just
But
it's just
hey,
them being
at least today it's like super primitive. But yeah, what about you,
Yeah.
Luke? What's your favorite?
My favorite, well, I don't know. I haven't.
can't wait
seen
till that falls over.
I have
That's gonna be fun.
Kick it
20.
over.
I have the 2010 MacBook
No, I wouldn't do
Pro
that.
30-inch.
Yeah.
That was my main daily driver
Mm-hmm.
from around 2016 up to 2019, and then no one wanted it anymore, so it was just dumped onto me and shoved in the cupboard and nearly thrown away, along with Henry's Mac, my PowerBook, and a bunch of other laptops, which I've kept all of them, and I'm going to chuck the ones I don't care about anymore, but keep the ones I actually do want to keep,
Alright.
and then sell the ones that I want to sell, trade Henry that MacBook, and then, yeah.
Because
But-
that
oh,
MacBook is going to restore it completely, and Finn's going to get a completely mint iPhone, and something to fix his iPhone, his Xbox 360 with.
Yeah,
Lovely.
and I really, really, really want one of those clams. I really want the dead one, with the screen issues.
It's going to cost most of what that fucking MacBook's worth to actually repair it. So I wouldn't be making much profit off it anyway, which is what, well,
Mm.
sort of glad about, because, well, I'm not
Well,
taking a lot off the
I've seen
tip.
people. I've seen people sell them for ridiculous prices, but my personal favourite Mac is the iMac.
They list
love
them
that
for
thing.
ridiculous
EMAC
prices.
wasn't bad. I mean, at least for the time, it was very cheap.
Yeah,
I mean, not cheap.
Oh
I think the build quality was okay, but I think it was quite a revolutionary Mac in
But I
terms of
think-
like pricing and stuff.
in terms of reliability, the iMac has trumped every Mac I've ever owned. My
I mean,
MacBook
at
Pros
least
have
I've
all
seen
got-
some with
have all
like cap
suffered
issues. Some have cap
My
issues.
G3 has died. Yet this one is still running fine on its original hard drive. I
Yeah.
think original hard drive. But yeah. As in terms of fixing it,
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm just not a fan. It's just fucking, ugh.
Yeah.
going back on Henry's about the clam, I have to say, yeah, the clam is okay. It doesn't have much in terms of ports, but in terms of design, the design
Yes.
I think is pretty cool. And I
Yeah.
think you can
That,
transplant the LCDs from snows over, so if you do crack the LCD,
But if you were to find
if you do crack
a Snow iBook, how much do they go for in the UK or in the US?
£5.
In the US, they're quite cheap.
£5 a
They're
phone.
around.
Exactly. There
No
are a
one
few.
wants them.
I
Like
think in the
50
UK you can probably find them for a good
most.
30 quid.
Yeah, they're very
Whereas-
cheap.
There's a clamshell. How much? How much are they? Look, about 150. If you want to.
150, I
quid. I'm not
guess.
paying that much
Most of
more.
them are kind of cheaper, but then some of them have kind of gone up to like 200 for some reason. Like the tangerines and the indigos.
The keyline makes sense
Yeah.
because they sold so little of those laptops because they were online exclusives, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
then again,
the keyline's cool, but in terms of
Keyline's
the
my
play machine, I
favourite.
just want one to play around with. Yeah. How much RAM can you upgrade a first gen Blueberry to?
I don't know.
576.
Oh.
You can put a 512 stick in, but there's 64 megs already sold to the board.
Ah.
Okay, so I can upgrade it pretty far. Well, as long as I can play the Mac edition of Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I remember
okay.
getting my my graphite, and I remember just having so much fun on Mac OS 9 games at the time. It's so random. Like there's a race game where you're in a dune buggy on the moon, if correctly.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
so
I
weird.
forget what that game is called, but there's like a couple games that come with those.
Yeah,
with
it's
those
so
copies of
weird,
Max
but it's
Payne.
so
It's
much fun.
funny. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna ask Enzo what his favorite was.
Oh
no, he's back now. Cool. What's your favorite?
my favorite.
Mac?
My favorite personally is the Mac SC. It's probably, or specifically like the FDHD and SuperDrive model.
I've never actually even seen a Mac SE in person.
Since it's
I
like
have
one of the
to
best
You can have mine
classic
for your box
68K Mac.
line.
It's great for gaming because it can run like some of the early Mac games
Yeah, and some of the later ones
with-
as well, depending on the.
and a few of the later ones. And
Yeah.
there's only like a few problems with it, mainly the battery issue and the fan on like the early models.
God, I'm finding
Some of
myself.
the earlier models had like these weird like barrel fans that would cause like screen issues, and those are quite rare actually, which is interesting.
So yeah, that's my my favorite Mac.
All right, so I guess now we'll start. Now we'll round our top 5 favorite or best Macs, I guess. So I think starting first, we'll do Mac SE because everyone likes that. I think we'll also do Clamshell because people seem to like that one as well. I want to add in the
I
Mac
love the
2
Clamshell.
because that was a good one.
Yes,
as well.
add the Mac 2. Mac 2
is
really good.
Mac 2 is lovely.
I want to add in the 5,1.
It's kind of boring.
I'm gonna add.
It's boring,
my
but
personal
it's
one, I'm
fucking
gonna add-
great.
It's also similar to the 2015 MacBook, as in, I can buy it and it works, but it's also
I'm going to
old.
add in the 2012 Mac Pro, not the trash can, the
Oh,
G5
yuck.
wannabe. I want to add that because that just takes the G5's shitness and just throws it out the window. And it says, right,
Yeah.
this is the same case, better.
To be fair, when it comes to the 5,1 Mac Pro, there is really no alternative to it, because with the 2015 and the 2016 MacBook Pro, sorry, they were all quite shit anyway when it comes to things like upgradability or what you can actually do with them. Whereas a 5,1 is the last of the really, really good upgradable Macs that Apple ever made. I mean, yeah,
I just find it sad that Apple made a Pro machine that can't even be upgraded. Or barely upgraded.
The new Mac Pro may be upgradable, but it's
Yeah.
not upgradable to that fucking good of a perspective. And it's also $6 fucking grand.
That is a lot of
Oh,
money.
God.
That's quite
I'm not
bad.
paying $6 grand for that. Fuck off.
I know, the fact that you literally have to go through trouble to put anything in the computer, like hard drives, well, technically they're those little SSDs or whatever.
NVMe
Yeah.
SSDs.
Well, the shit you have to go through, it's like, if I'm buying a machine that's expandable, I'm going to buy a machine that I can just buy a freaking Seagate NVMe SSD and put it in, and I have to pay Apple some exorbitant price to have their signed
Yeah, I'm
SSDs.
pretty sure,
or
yeah, they have to have special, like, Apple SSDs to work, as far
Yeah,
as
you
I'm
do.
concerned.
With the MacBook Air, that's for sure.
At least with the Pro, I've heard. The Mac, the power, what's it called? No, fuck, the Mac Pro. I heard has that weird thing as well. At least that's what I've heard. But yeah.
Hey, can we add the iMac G3 to the list? Cause they're
Yeah,
pretty
sure,
good.
why not? iMac G3 is pretty good. What
Yeah,
what do you guys think about the Cube? The G4 Cube?
It's interesting, but then again, it sort of falls into the category. You're not liking it.
It was
You don't really like the 20.
revolutionary. It was sort of like the first Mac Pro type system, as in like, I mean,
No,
not Mac
it wasn't
Pro,
the first
not
Mac.
Mac Pro. It was like Mac Mini type computer.
It's
Yeah.
As in, like,
I
it's
don't even
small.
like the Mac.
but not the best Mac.
It's a cooler version of the Mac Mini, except the Mac Mini
Yeah.
sucks to take apart. Or at least the one that came after, at least the one, some of the early Intel ones, those ones sucked.
The Mac Minis aren't actually that bad of a computer, though.
Yeah,
I mean, the
they're
new
not
one-
good enough to be put on the list, honestly.
The new ones are crap, but
Mm.
the older ones, like the one I had, was in 2015. It wasn't actually that bad, except the fact that the fucking graphics was terrible.
Yeah.
So much for those 5K graphics.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, we got the
They
yes, we got the Mac
2011
2, we got the
Pros.
SE, we got the clamshell, we have the iMac G3. Which should the last one be?
5,1.
No.
No.
The iMac G4.
I think
No.
we're gonna put the Newton as the last one and just end it there.
Yeah, it's not even a computer.
No. No. Oh, here, I have it.
No.
I know. It's not technically a Mac, but it is an Apple computer.
The
Actually, it's
Victory.
older than
MacBook Pro?
Then no. 'cause it's
One
not
second,
Two.
please.
We're not doing any Apple II or Lisa stuff. Actually, the Apple Lisa technically is the best Mac ever.
I mean, I'm not sure if
The
it
Apple-
qualifies as a
No, it's
Mac.
not really a
No,
best
it doesn't
Mac.
Technically
count
not a
for
Mac,
Mac.
but
Guys, can we put the Apple Lisa on the
It
list?
is a-
Because
it's still an
technically
Apple
can run
computer.
System
I mean-
75.
Didn't the Newton suck though?
Okay, we're just going to be arguing about this all night. We're not going to be able to actually
No,
settle
guys,
something.
we
Set on
really should
top
put Lisa on
four.
the list because it can run.
So we just settle
75.
these top 4 and leave it there because we're going to be sitting here
no.
all
Last
fucking
Mac.
night.
Okay, I have an uncontroversial Mac that we can all say is a pretty good one. G3.
It is a Mac.
Okay, it's pretty.
G3 all in one?
Not
You
really.
already said that.
Hmm?
Did we?
You're talking about the
No.
Mac?
Molar Mac.
Yeah, Molar Mac.
Yeah.
Molar Mac?
Not really. I don't think it really qualifies as the best one. It
Okay.
sort of didn't.
How about
Bro.
the? How about the?
Can we
Intense
just leave
mic
it at top
breathing.
4 because we're going to be sitting here
No,
arguing?
we need one more. Come on, one more. Damn it.
Guys,
Power
come on,
Mac
I thought
G3,
the
Power
Apple
Mac
Lisa was
G3.
pretty good.
Power Mac G3. We can
Mac G,
no.
yeah.
I say Power Mac G4 graphite.
No, the
The
G4.
G3 is a bit too early.
Yeah, G4.
Yeah. Let's just.
Power
say
Mac
that.
G3 is better.
Fuck.
I don't know. I'm not really
You
a
know
G3
what?
kind of
Let's
person,
just
but
say old Power Mac. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so
Yep.
that's our top 5.
I don't know. I think the Apple IIe might work. It's a good computer, but it's not a Mac. So
Not a
Maybe.
Mac.
Mm,
No,
not a
Mac.
Mac. Right. Although I think I like PowerBook. I like Logan's 12-inch G4, but I only just started liking them since I watched the playthrough of Watch Dogs 2.
Mm.
Because it was a background computer. You don't. Well, you do interact with it, but it's wirelessly. It just looks like a 12-inch G4. And I was like, hey, I know, I'm going to enjoy Watch Dogs 2. I'm going to buy the 17-inch MacBook Pro and the 12-inch PowerBook G4, and I can say, I've got Watch Dogs computers now. Woohoo! And then
So what's that next
The
topic
Vision didn't-
again?
the Vision didn't die because I'm like a PowerPC G4 and a PowerPC G3, and I think the clamshell on the 12-inch one is just two perfect laptops. For me, although you're probably going to argue, but you've got an iMac G3 as a PowerPC. I meant laptops, not desktops. Sure, I have a G4 eMac and a G3 iMac. Boom. But still, I'd like the portable computing aspect. So,
Alright,
here's what I'm going with that.
so I think we're gonna conclude that for the best Macs ever made. There's plenty of Macs that are pretty good, but we just listed our top 5 favorites. So yeah, let's go on to the next one, which is sort of just a topic about my recent possible financial mistake or success. Which is this. This is
Oh, here we
the
go.
newest phone Apple's put out. This is the 12 Pro Max Gold Light at 360
So-
something Lite
So,
A.
was it a financial success or a financial
I say
mistake?
yes. If you haven't seen my stream, go check it out. Link in the description below. I'm just gonna do like a quick 5-minute review because I kind of wanted to talk about this for a bit. But yeah, just quick 5-minute review about this. So I did an unboxing on my channel. I think it was pretty fun. If you want to go watch a replay, go do it. Link in the description below. I've used it for a day now, and I've just put a SIM card in it. And honestly, I think it's not bad. It's the heaviest iPhone Apple's ever put out, according to some people, and you can definitely tell. But honestly, I kind of like that. I put one of those privacy filter screen protectors on it, so you can't see it from the side.
Didn't you have that on your 7?
No, I didn't actually. I
thought you had at one point.
I never did actually, but I'm kind of happy to have one. What else? Cameras are actually pretty good. I haven't actually made any YouTube videos with it, but my next YouTube video... No, I'm making one video on a review of this, which I'm going to start filming tomorrow, and then I'm also doing a video of repairing this keyboard I have, which is going to... The
cameras on it are pretty shit when it comes to repairability. Like, Hugh Jeffries discovered the fact that they won't actually work.
But this one won't ever be repaired because I'm taking good care of it. You just have to take care of your shit and you won't have to ever repair it. But
I take care of my shit, but my iPhone 10 still broke.
But
my iPhone SE is 5 years old, and that's never. Well, actually, I did replace the battery, but that's more of a maintenance thing, not really a repairing.
My Sony, I have abused my Sony a little bit, but it's just died due to age and the fact it's an Android. But like I said, I kind of like Android due to the expandability options.
No, Android's shite.
I
ended up replacing the battery in my stepsister's iPhone 6s recently, and it turns out that if I had left it any longer, it could have exploded.
Nice.
Oh, it was that badly swollen.
It was a spicy pillow. r/spicy pillows. Check it out.
Yeah, I just set it alight in the fire pit, and it was actually quite fun.
Yeah. So basically, going back to the review. I just want to quickly say it's a really good phone. I'm not going to film any videos. I still have 2 videos lined up that aren't going to be filmed with it, but after that, all my videos are going to be filmed with it. I don't have too much to say other than it's a very nice phone. Case is pretty nice. The only complaint I have about the case is the buttons are a bit stiff, which I don't really like too much, but I hope they'll loosen up a bit. Also, I don't like how it doesn't cover too much on the bottom. Like, a lot of the bottom is exposed. Whereas on the 7 case, this is a non-Apple case, it's a lot more covered.
Didn't you have a DSLR, Charlie?
Yeah, I do.
Then why don't you use that?
Because it doesn't have autofocus and it sucks to record videos, but here it is, if you want to look, if you want to take a look. It's a Nikon 3300D, and it works.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I thought you had an actual camera, like an actual DSLR camera.
Yeah, mine
I do, but it's very shitty. So I'll go grab it real quick. It's from like 6 years old. It's shoot, where is it?
Took a picture. Isn't that cool? I mean, I kind of do want to use this. This is a really good camera for taking pictures, but not for video, unfortunately. But...
Get what I've got.
No, somewhere in here.
Canon, the Canon Rebel T5i.
Yeah, I keep telling, for some reason people really don't like Nikon. I mean, I don't see a big problem with them. Like, whenever I say I have a Nikon that I sometimes use for recording, like, you a Nikon, you should have a Canon. Canon's so much better. Shut the fuck up.
You guys
I'm not going to say that Nikon and Canon
Nikon, not Nikon.
It's Nikon, that's how...
Nikon.
I'm British,
Nikon.
Nikon.
I'm British, you fuck. You pronounce it Nikon.
Nokia.
Grass.
Nokia.
Grass, not grass.
Yeah. I wasn't able to find the camera I was looking for, but here's something.
Oh, I
this is an old Kodak Instamatic camera from probably the 70s, I would assume.
Polaroid one step over.
You can see, you open it up and put the film in there.
The only camera.
Actually, that's pretty much what it is. It's all mechanical.
This one closes.
The only cameras I've got is I've got a Sony Handycam without a charger. I've got a 1988 Ferguson VHS camcorder, 2 Samsung Mini DV camcorders that don't work, a VTech Kiddie Zoom Plus, which also doesn't work, a Canon Photo Smart, I think,
So
I've got
There's a Canon digital camera.
Oh, nice.
Kodak
I have an
digital
old
camera.
Polaroid somewhere, but it's not in accessible way at the moment.
Vivitar.
This is my
Two
camera.
Vivitars.
It's a Canon
this
EOS
is my daily
500,
camera.
and
It's a Kodak
Ah,
Instamatic
a really
100.
cheap ass one.
Hell
Really
yeah.
cheap ass camera.
that one might even be older than
Ricoh.
mine.
Ricoh.
this is why my videos look bad, because it only shoots in film.
Aha!
I've got Ricoh or
Let's go one of
Ricoh camera
these.
and a Nikon, like a really
Hold it like
really
this. That's
ancient
the flash. That's the
1980s
flash.
Nikon.
Those ones are ridiculous.
My dad used to have
Yeah.
one of these when he was a kid.
Do you pull out
Oh,
the
wow.
shot?
Look at the camera collection.
You hold it like this. This is the viewfinder.
Oh god!
It's like it's a horizontal camera.
I bet in the
Yeah.
1970s.
I'm from the
A
future.
camera.
Charlie, I bet in the 1980s, if you walked down the street with that, and then someone walked down the street with one of these, you'd say, that rich fucker.
Yeah, because this is for the big boys. This is like pure plastic, and I think it uses film.
Yeah, so
Oh,
does
right.
this.
Actually, I don't even
Charlie.
know. No, I'm pretty
So
sure
does
it
this.
does.
Look. I do like this. So you can't just open the back normally, you have to flip this thing, and it presents.
No.
Oh yeah, that's what mine does. You get there's a
Oh,
little,
this
there's
one's
a
an
little
interesting
clicky thing on the
one.
side. It pops out the back here.
This one is a
And then
disc
it
camera.
lifts up.
Yeah, it's quite fun to
Open the
close.
back up.
Yeah, it
Takes
makes a
like
nice
these-
clip.
Because when you're
Just
adult,
Live stream, and we're talking about camera.
Yeah, made it like that, which the film
Yo,
would normally
welcome
do,
to
but
camera chat. We talk about cameras. But this one's
Yes.
kind of long.
We should try to do something
this, I
like that. We
guess.
should have like maybe different live streams for different
This
things.
camera's got a little
Maybe
mirror on it
renting
so you
live
can
stream.
see yourself when you take selfies. Oh, that's pretty sick.
Mm.
I would get some of my
Yeah.
cameras, but I can't.
this
be
here
arsed.
is my main camera. It's just an iPhone. I don't know. This thing shoots 1080p. There's really no need to have a dedicated DSLR
Okay.
camera anymore, for the most
Ah,
part.
You know,
it's
this
got the name J
I want an
Green
old
engraved
DSLR.
on the side.
Like-
J.
Ooh, nice.
I'm sorry,
An
Mr.
old
J
DSLR.
Green, but I have your camera. If you want to come retrieve it and fly over here.
I'm thinking.
I
blue.
love whenever I
exact
get.
same
I love.
case, but it's died. It's like destroyed.
Oh my god! There are batteries in this one from 1988.
Oh god.
Yeah, see,
We
if
can-
you used it.
They haven't. They haven't even leaked.
Whoa! Oh, send pictures
What?
of those later. That's kind of
Look.
cool.
What?
They haven't even
Well,
fucking
what,
leaked.
what, what does the label
Get
look
a
like?
multimeter.
Does it look cool? Does the label look cool? I want to see. Oh, that's
Ooh.
cool. That's like
That is
cool
cool.
vintage Kodak. That's cool. Don't throw
Yeah.
these away. They're
Ooh.
cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, just really quick, I'm gonna finish this
PVC.
off.
They might
No one
be. They might
cares.
not be normal alkaline batteries or whatever. They might be made of a different composition or something that doesn't leak as
Oh, that's
easily. But then again, why wouldn't they have adopted that?
Yeah.
Then,
But yeah, just finishing this off because no one cares. I think the only complaints I have with it is number one, it's an absolute fingerprint magnet. The stainless steel will literally pick up fingerprints like a magnet picking up nails.
Charlie,
So
every stainless steel iPhone since the 10 has picked it up. You can't really nitpick the iPhone.
But this
faults.
one in particular is really bad with it.
So's the 11 in Midnight Green. It's awful.
Yeah, my second complaint is the notch. The notch is still
Oh.
live and present, as you can see, which I've never really liked too much, and it kind of takes away the battery percentage, which I'm not a fan of either.
Doesn't take a lot.
And then there's one more
But
thing
the
I was
Apple-
going to complain about, but I've already forgot. And that might be the price.
It doesn't take up the battery percentage, Charlie. It's just Apple being dickheads and not allowing you to see it.
But otherwise, this phone's been very good. I've used it all day, and the battery hasn't gotten to 20% yet, which is very nice.
Yeah.
This thing now has 70% battery health. And it's also a lot lighter now, which is kind of funny. But I've been spending my day playing Microwave Simulator, which, by the way, best game ever. You want to play it?
Microwave Simulator. I'm so downloading that.
Yeah.
Once my phone starts, I'm putting Microwave Simulator on it.
Is
Okay, I'm
I'm
memeing this.
Microwave Simulator, boys.
Mike. Where do you find this stuff? Is it
Guys,
like
I'm
from
doing
some Chinese
microwave.
black market app store or
Guys, I'm taking
something?
suggestions. Which one microwave? Should we microwave pizza?
Please be on these
A
kids'
piece of
page.
bread? a
Is there popcorn?
chicken,
Microwave popcorn?
a salad, a mug,
Hot Pockets.
more
Do they not have
salad,
hot
or a
Pockets?
hamburger, or more bread.
Whenever a new Apple product
Yes.
comes out,
Why would you
A
microwave it?
microwave simulator.
I'm gonna microwave this chick. I'm gonna microwave a single slice of bread.
Apple, whenever a new product comes out, they always show something
I'm
like
downloading
fucking
it.
Apple, when a
Clash
new
of
product
Pan-
comes
Clash
out.
of Clans or something like that.
Apple, when they
They should
release a
do.
new product.
What
This
they
product
should
is
be
so
doing.
advanced and can do so many technological things. Me. Microwave time.
Yeah.
You're special. Very.
Yeah.
Close. I want to start my microwave. Yeah, there we go.
I can just.
Microwaving my
I can.
bread.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Beep,
Absolutely
Just the
splendid.
graphics, though.
It's a
I can
very
still
good
picture him
graphics.
raging
This
his
is
head off.
this
Like
is
when he
graphically
actually
intense. This
overcooks
is
his
what this phone
microwave
was made
bread.
for. Microwaving virtual slices of bread, people.
Yes.
Ain't that beautiful? Uh-oh, it's turning
How's
red.
the
That
squared
ain't good.
edges?
Huh?
How's the squared edges?
They're actually not bad. I've kind of gotten used to it. Reminds me of the 5. It reminds me of the days of the iPhone 5. What was on ad?
I never had an iPhone 5.
Reminds me of the days of the iPhone 5, which I kind of
I
like.
had the SE, which I
Yeah.
thought was brilliant.
Um,
I got my first SE.
I really do like. Oh, right.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to complain about is the software on this phone. For example, this row here, right here, where apps are supposed to go, you cannot put apps there, which is really annoying. It's just a blank area, and also it doesn't go landscape anymore, even without widgets, which is
It
annoying.
hasn't done that for a while.
Yeah, but I'm coming from a vintage phone. This is what I'm gonna complain about. This is from a vintage perspective, but the things I do like about it looks really good. I really like the design. I really like the heft, the weight to it. Cameras are so far very good. I've taken plenty of pictures of my cat in portrait mode. Battery is extremely good. The screen's really good. Honestly, I don't really have too much to complain about. It's a good phone.
What about the 12 mini?
12 mini is actually not bad either. It's like basically this phone but smaller, and I think it's pretty good. I've used it. I've used it a bit, because my dad has it, and it's not bad. I think it's pretty good. So good phone. Totally recommend it. Just a bit too expensive. I purchased the really overpriced one.
You bought the 512 gig.
I bought the 512.
You don't. I doubt you're ever going to need 512 gigabytes.
I probably will. I filled up 128 in the first year.
256
Oh.
maybe. 512, I doubt it.
Watch me.
Yeah, I'll watch you.
No.
What's your money?
Yeah, mini
So
review of
on
the
the
12 done.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
So on the microwave popcorn app, please tell me it has hot pockets. If it's not, then it does not qualify to be
you
meaningful.
can microwave salad.
What the
It
fuck
doesn't
is a
have-
hot pocket?
It has microwave salad, but it doesn't have microwave hot
I
pockets.
don't think it
How
has.
can you
What the
forget
fuck?
the damn hot pockets?
A hot
What
pocket is
the
a
fuck
pizza
is a hot
pocket.
pocket?
For you losers in any other country, a hot pocket is a delicious thing you microwave. It's basically a pizza pocket. It's like a folded
You don't
pizza.
have them in Britain.
Yeah, because Britain's
What's a
lame.
pizza
Microwave
pocket?
simulator.
Fucking hell, man.
I've downloaded
Pizza
the
pocket,
microwave
also
simulator.
known as an indoor pizza, as some people call it.
What's a pizza pocket?
So you take a pizza, fold it in half. That's a
Oh,
pizza
so it's a
pocket.
calzone.
Yeah,
Seal the
calzone,
edges and
basically.
then give me a
You know
hot
what
pocket.
that is.
It's a fucking calzone. Why? Ugh. We don't have hot pockets or pizza pockets.
We don't have
Oh,
anything in this
no.
country, and I hate
Of course
it.
it has ads.
But yeah, otherwise, iPhone 12 Pro
Choose
mini
one.
review done. Financial success? Yes.
No.
Would not
No.
would not recommend to anyone under the age of 5, but would recommend to anyone over. Anyway, review
What about
done.
me?
Next
Under the age
topic.
of 5.
What about me when I've already got
Okay.
the fucking when I've already got the iPhone 11 Pro Max?
Salad.
Not worth it.
Salad.
Really?
Can't shut
Yeah.
the bloody door.
Honestly,
Oh wow,
Can't shut the
I
fucking
shouldn't have
door
bought
and
the
then
SE.
You've
two
changed your
generation.
fucking tune. You've changed your tune, Charlie.
Home button doesn't work.
what?
You said it was a ridiculous idea if I would buy an iPhone Max when I got 11.
Well, no, yeah, maybe you would, but then yours is also only a year old. I mean, there's two perspectives to it. Like, for one, it's a perfectly capable phone, But then on the other perspective, this phone literally is the best phone ever made. I really like it. This actually kind of beats out the 7. In terms of like build quality, this feels way, way more premium than the 7.
It kind of beats out the 7. It's going to beat out the 7 full stop. The 7 is made in 2016.
Yeah.
That's a phone made last month. It's going to beat out the 7 full stop any day of the week. Unless you want a home button.
Yeah. I've actually been pressing the bottom, like there's a home button there for like the past day. It's kind of annoying, but hey, what am I going to do about it? But yeah, so
I've
that's
never made that mistake in my life.
Yep, well that's the mini review done. I think we're on the last topic, which is tool buying advice. Which is, I mean, it's kind of a short topic, I guess. I mean, it's mainly just like what are the best tools to buy, where you buy it, and stuff like that. And we're actually at 11:27 already, but I mean, I just wanted to say real quick that I don't know. I mean,
if you want, can I start?
Yeah, sure.
If you want a good compact toolkit, I'd recommend the iFixit Protec. Do not go for their parts. Do not go for the over-the-top.
Oh, not their parts. Their parts are horrible. $80 for a unibody battery. 80.
Actually, if you want a recommendation from me on where to buy things like screens for an iPhone, iTrueColor, these lot, I'm not being paid to do this. I've not bought any other screens since. These are fucking incredible.
Actually, I might look at that.
They are
LCD. A new screen for my 5C.
You can buy OLEDs, but most of them are LCD. But the LCDs are so fucking vibrant. They're brilliant.
Yes.
But anyway, if you want to get a toolkit, iFixit Protec, you've got everything you'll ever need for something like a console, computer, controllers, phones. It's so good. If you want to buy them, I think on there about $35, which sounds kind of high, but if you're like me and you work on these things and make profit off it, then you will easily knock out that money in a few days.
See, what I have is one of these. This is basically this is like a hardware store grade bit kit. Like I use screwdriver sets that sort of just have like these bits where you can just like magnetically connect them to your whatever.
Oh yeah, they're magnetically as well.
Mainly because I have multiple screwdrivers, including this thing, which is kind of nice to have. I call it the gun because that's exactly what it is. It's a screwdriver gun, and you can change the. Have
you ever seen those shitty screw kits that they sell on eBay, where they've got those they've got the screwdrivers that look like the ones that are magnetic, but they just twist on and off.
Oh, I hate those. Oh,
so
suck.
I had one and it never worked. It just always.
I think I have one right here actually. Where is it?
I actually damaged the battery doing that.
These ones. This one. I'm borrowing this, and I don't really want to diss it too badly because the guy who's lending it to me is nice, but. Look, I mean, this is the one thing, I mean, it's got, like, small Phillips head screws, which I need, but, look, I really hate these. Like, look, it's not magnetic, it doesn't really hold in. You sort of have to, like, weirdly, how do you even put this on? It took me, like, 2 hours to figure it out. How do you even twist it, though? Like, it doesn't hold. It's like one of the...
The one I have, it's from a reputable brand. This is what I use for...
Yeah. I don't got the floor.
Anyway, what I use to do mine is I use this Husky kit here. It's not mine, but I use it. It's from a reputable brand, and it is one of the little. It has like the little screw on thing or push on thing. But this one actually works fairly well. Yeah.
I have one of those screwdrivers, but just the screwdriver. I don't have any other pieces to it. If I can find it.
Yeah. This actually works very well, though. It's not very hard to figure out, and it actually tightens and stays on very well. This one actually doesn't work terribly well, but that's because somebody left it out and it oxidized around the threads. But when it wasn't oxidized, it worked amazing.
I've never used this one because everything is missing. It's only got one bit. I think this was left behind by someone who's renovating her house, but yeah.
Show me the logo again.
Huh?
Show me the logo again. That is absolutely perfect for the furry in your...
Oh god, I'm throwing it away.
Oh god.
Oh, and this is what I like to call this one the Mega Chonker. Check this out. This is
Oh,
a big boy.
Jesus Christ!
That is a
That is a big
massive.
screwdriver. Look at this. Absolutely
Ow.
extreme. This is
That's
a
massive.
Milwaukee.
Guys, help! My
I
computer's
think.
shocking me. My
Warning,
computer's
not
stuck.
insulated. Always
Ow.
wear eye protection. Oh yes, this is a
Shit,
true
my
man
computer's electrocuting
screwdriver.
me.
Look at this boy. It's a
I'm going to
giant
unplug it.
thing. I found this thing in a dumpster actually. I found this little cardboard box in a dumpster that was full of a bunch of random keys and tools. And I found a
Wait, you
measuring
also
tape, this
found your
screwdriver,
Mac-
and a few other things, and it was pretty nice.
Where you also found your MacBook.
No, this was a different dumpster.
Yeah, but you found it in a dumpster still, or in a bin.
Yeah. Oh, this was the measuring tape I found with it. I mean, it's a bit beaten up, but it works.
Yeah, I don't want to know what else you use that for, Charlie.
I don't.
use what for?
What the fuck? Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, I would recommend iFixit toolkits, not their parts because their parts are overpriced. I don't have one. I want one, but they seem pretty good. I've heard good things about them. They're not. And they are terribly. Everything they make is expensive, but whatever. That's all I really have to say, honestly.
Shocking me.
What about you? What about you,
terrible.
Luke?
About what? Tools.
Yeah. Unless you
I've
already
got
have
this,
one.
I've got this cheap Chinese, well, I think it's Chinese. It's a yellow toolkit. You might have seen it on
I think I
Let's
have.
Fix It if you watched that. And unfortunately, the dog snapped the lid off. So
Oh,
gonna glue
Oh,
that back.
lovely.
Dog.
And
nice.
hopefully have that fixed. No, don't worry, I punished the dog afterwards.
You
Um,
punished it.
I
Punished.
fed him something. Yeah, I
People
fed
who
him.
punish their dogs,
Not
you
a
just gotta
punishment.
laugh at that.
I didn't poison him. I fed him something. I think I gave him
Fed
Okay.
him something. Uh-oh.
just food.
Did you
I
like
gave him
scoop
food.
something out of the toilet and give him a little lick? It's like, you have a little look at this.
No.
Oh, no.
Okay, can we just move on to the screwdriver set? Aside
Sure.
from that, it had a little extender thing that might fit Macintosh Classics, but I still think I'll need a Mac Cracker for that thing.
Yeah, you're gonna need a Mac.
Fuck. Well, it's alright. It's taken apart several things. I have stripped multiple screws with it, and I have actually damaged a couple of the heads.
Yeah, one thing I hate it.
But it's okay.
I'm sure Henry probably knows how this is, but basically, like when you have like one of those teeny little iPhone screws gripped with your tweezers, and you're trying to put it in the stand,
God,
and then it slits and it snaps, and the screw goes just like somewhere off into the abyss. Oh,
Yeah.
Give
that's
the
terrible.
middle finger and just leave. But I mean, not really too much else to say about tools. It's kind of just a simple topic.
No.
But I mean, at least for soldering stations and stuff, which is a whole nother demographic we might talk about some other day. I mean, you
Yeah,
can
I
find
don't
decent
need
ones
that
on
for it.
eBay for like $70 to $100.
Yeah.
Like, I normally get the ones with the hot air stations as well because those are really good for recaps. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll
I'm
talk
actually
about this
looking
another day.
into like a cheap soldering, or not soldering station because I already have like the iron and everything. But I'm looking into buying a $30 hot air station, just like a cheap one that I'm not going to need to use it very often. So yeah, but this is my actual soldering station here that I use.
That's
so I
not
don't
terrible.
really
At
need
least it's got controls to the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called?
And this one is a reputable brand too, as well. It's
Oh,
a
yeah,
low
well,
air station.
It's not terrible.
Who's it by?
Yeah, it's pretty
Those
nice.
are way too
Actually,
expensive new though. If you want one of those new, it's like $200.
I need to
I'm
talk
like,
about-
what the fuck is this?
Yeah, this is probably about like $45 maybe.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's worked well. I've used it for at least the past 3 years. Before that, we had another one that was probably higher quality but a less known brand, and we still the tip broke on it, and we still haven't bought a new replacement tip because it's like really hard to find them. So, yeah.
Well, I guess we're kind of done with tool buying advice. Not too much to say about that.
What about
Yeah,
me?
it's not much.
I have a hot air
Time
station.
for shameless
I have a hot air station as well.
Ah,
Only mine is Chinese. My hot air station comes with a soldering iron with it.
nice.
And don't question the brand. Mine's branded Grandma Shot. Oh god, I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, you get the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is the brand name.
What about you, Enzo?
I think I said that in Let's Fix It.
I don't really. For me, I don't really have like a toolkit per se. I just kind of have a bunch of tools my dad had.
Ah, alright. I used to be like that, and then I just decided, you know,
Yes.
I'll get something better.
I think all work for me. I mean,
I used to use like other people's tools, but I use my own now. Yeah, here, let me go grab my Mac cracker. Actually, it's kind of Frankenstein together, but it works.
So while Logan gets his back cracker, we're gonna head on over to self promotions and piss him off when he gets back. But yeah, so basically, I'll let whoever wants to go first go first.
Oh yeah. Where should I have been today, by the way?
Jacking off.
Well, the Mac
Fuck
cracker
off.
this thing, but I turn that off all the time.
No. So if you remember in episode 1, I said that I was going to DeLorean. It's sometime in November. Guess when that should have been?
Today.
Yes, it should have. So I shouldn't have been on this show today. But because of fucking lockdown in the UK, I can.
Yeah, lockdown.
Yeah, fucking brilliant.
You know, speaking of lockdown, I was in the city today, and it was incredible. There were so many people. It was totally packed. It was like Christmas in New York. Like, there's so many people. And I couldn't believe it. And this is in the middle of a pandemic. And I think the reason why there's so many people is because every other major city in Switzerland has shut down and gone into quarantine except for Zurich. So everyone from other places are like, okay, I'm bored on a Saturday. How about we come to Zurich? The Apple Store was totally booked. I couldn't get a single Genius Bar appointment for like another week. And
why did you want a Genius Bar appointment?
Because I wanted to get a screen protector, but then I had to go to Swisscom, and they gave me this wrong screen protector that doesn't properly fit.
You need a fucking Genius Bar to get a screen protector.
Yeah, because I don't want to put it on myself because I'm bad at it, at least on this phone. And I
Jesus
don't want
Christ.
And I want one of the good Belkin ones.
I bought one from Spigen, and it came in one of these little things, which is brilliant. Because what you can do, I know this is an 8 Plus and not a 10s/11 Pro Max, but what you can do is you can set it in to this little plastic bit. It'll fucking...
Oh yeah, I know the one, like the little plastic.
Yeah, you can set it in like this, and it shows you where everything is.
Looks stupid.
So top goes up, and it's actually really good. That's the way that I've applied it on my phones.
Right. Well, what about you, Logan? You're the kind of only other one that sort of makes like videos at a decent-ish sized channel. What do you got in the works?
Why?
What do you want to self-promote? Quick, before I move on to...
I am actually working on... I actually just started editing it a few days ago. Basically, apparently, I discovered that this here, which is an original Xbox, these apparently have cap issues just like, vintage Macs. So
how did you discover that it was an original Xbox?
Yeah, I tried.
But anyway,
it's very obvious. Yeah. I'm not trying to sound... Sorry.
Oh man.
It looks just old.
If it's a V1.6, you will need to put a new capacitor in. If it's below V1.6,
he's already
you can
done
just have the capacitor off and leave it out.
Yeah, I've already.
Isn't that the one that keeps it?
But yeah, basically,
my latest episode of Let's Fix It, you saw how that bombshell went down.
Yeah, because that one can destroy.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really done much with this. I still don't have the proper EV cables. I literally bought this at Goodwill for like $14.
They were actually $2 for it. Do you want it for $5?
Yeah, basically, I'm gonna start doing some actual editing on that video soon, but hopefully it'll be up in a week or two. But yeah, basically that's just gonna be me recapping because it was pretty bad leakage. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm not gonna show it, but there was a lot of capacitor leakage in that area. So I didn't recap the whole thing because I don't have all the capacitors for it yet. But I did a fairly good sized portion of it. So I hope to have that video up in a few weeks. And then anything else?
Small question: are you gonna make a video on your Macintosh PowerBook recapping?
Well, I'm actually not sure. I already did a lot of it. I kind of stopped filming that video like a week ago, and I've done a lot since. So I'm not sure if I want to continue just making the video and then just skip to like what I have done already. But I'm most likely gonna make a video on it because I have like several hours of footage still on it. So that's also something that's gonna be coming soon. And then also, I've mentioned this a lot, but I'm also working on a collaboration. I think I just mentioned this last week actually. So I'm working on a collaboration with Charlie and Arno
Oh
from the
yeah.
Apple Guy that should be up soon too. So yeah, Charlie actually needs to start doing his part in that.
Oh shit, I'll start tomorrow. Just let me know
Yeah,
what I have to do and I'll do it.
I don't know. It's up to you. It just depends. There's still a lot of things that have yet to be covered, so you can sort of go in
Alright.
there and.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've got a couple of things, if you don't mind.
Alright.
So, I bought a job lot of Ibert clamshells. They should have come yesterday, but still not fucking here. Anyway, if they do end up coming, I'm going to be doing a restoration video on them.
Going to me.
Some of them are being sold to Charlie,
One of them's going to Luke and you're selling.
And I
and the
might.
half of them are going to Charlie. One of them's going to Luke. The final one just sold mine because I don't have any use for it because I got all 6 anyway, and
Why?
well, I don't need another blueberry. I've also Charlie, Finn, and I have been started filming on our gaming video, which is Reverse Gear and
The Top Gear
our-
ripoff in Forza where we buy
Yes.
each other our least favorite cars. And I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's pretty fucking hilarious. At least the beginning of it. I was literally dying of laughter. I couldn't even
Oh
breathe.
god, the start of the start of
Oh, man.
the start of the episode we've been filming recently has been fucking
It
hilarious.
was awesome. But
Because-
that kind
Well,
of
I'm
got
not
like
going to see
boring.
it
Oh
Yeah.
god, you absolutely hated Given, didn't you?
Finn's
I know-
was so bad, but it was kind of
Finn's
nice
was
how we
awful.
put so much work into it. But it was so
Yeah.
bad.
Yours wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Because I'm not gonna make
Yours
any,
was really funny though. Like your first
really
initial
funny.
reaction. Like what the
I'm
fuck
not
was
I'm,
that?
I'm not gonna give
This
anything
is so
away.
unexpected.
I'm not gonna give anything away, but I thought Charlie was gonna buy me either an R34 Skyline, which I fucking hate,
But I didn't.
or he was gonna buy me a 300 ZX.
But I didn't.
Which actually, I would have felt more embarrassed to drive one of them than you ended up buying,
Mm-hmm.
even though the livery on it is questionable.
Yeah.
Do you know what you could have done to make it worse, actually? Charlie?
Put a Trump face on it.
No, big
Ugh.
swastika.
Ah.
Oh God.
Okay. I think it would have been
It'll make sense. What
Oh,
I'm
no.
saying will make sense when you see the fucking video.
Yeah.
But that should be coming out. We should be finishing it sometime next week, and it should be coming out probably in a whole series with a bunch of other.
I've just given up on saying when I plan on releasing videos because I'll say it's going to come out in 1 week and then 2 years later I finally get around to posting it. But
Yeah.
usually, it's funny because it's like once you like pause in a video, it's kind of you're going to end up restarting because like by the point that you go back to it, you're probably going to have higher standards of like what you want your editing to look like, and then you're like, this is crap. Let's start from scratch and just do it all over again. Yeah.
Yeah, but to be fair with this, it's going to be literally probably less than a week difference.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be too bad. But it's going to be filmed on, well, now it's going to be filmed on all 3 of our ends. It's going to be edited by me and Charlie in a collaboration together. It's going to be quite, I think it's going to be an interesting watch. The start of it is hilarious.
Alright.
Because we fucking...
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it comes out soon.
Yeah. Alright,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna
Oh,
Oh no.
I'm
Yes.
gonna give it an estimated time of arrival of about mid-December because we've got more bits in reverse gear to film before we're gonna release all of it.
I'm gonna give the mic to Luke if he has anything he wants to say, and then it's gonna go to me to finish it off. So
What about Enzo?
Well,
I don't think does Enzo have a channel or
I do. I'm right now. I'm trying to find an editor that actually works and doesn't just crash in 2 seconds that I can use to make videos because my old editor just stopped working. So
What did you use before?
well.
try creating
I
a
use
Windows,
Lightworks
or
Studio,
just try
and
creating a
Lightworks
Windows partition
Studio
and
just
use
stopped
VSDC.
and then Lightworks just
Yeah,
stopped working, so I
VSDC
just
is
gave
good.
up. That made me sad.
Well,
Yeah, if I were you,
as
don't you still... Oh, sorry. My bad. Can't hear you very
no,
well.
you finish.
No, I wasn't going to say anything
You
important. I was
finish.
just going to talk to him, so I'll
Okay,
tell
what
you
were
later.
you? I was intrigued.
Well, okay. If we're moving on to my self-promotions, I do have some good news. Let's fix it. Hopefully, the 3 episodes should come out after Christmas, maybe. Because I'll be getting the Dell
Yeah.
CS6 motherboard, the chip for the HP G6, and the laser for the PlayStation 1.
Nice.
So I will be getting 3 repaired devices out. After that, I'll fix Xbox 360 controller and a electric drill. And then
hopefully an
maybe, just
Xbox
maybe, if I do
360
get a...
itself.
Cool.
Yes, a 360 itself, which probably shouldn't need fixing, because although it was full of dust when I found it, so it might have red ringed.
I mean, dust isn't going to kill it.
But you never know.
Well, it can. It's bad, but sitting there with the dust, then it shouldn't really kill it that much because it hadn't choked around in. But you never know. Hopefully, it's alive.
I will have 3 new machines 3 new repairs coming very soon.
Yeah.
And I think I might also do like a farewell video to some of my computers, because yes, I will be throwing some of them away. But don't worry, that not like I care about any of them.
Yeah.
2
Yeah, if I were you, I'd tell him. I mean,
HP that caught
anything you can
fire.
make off of it is good.
The HP that caught fire in that video I made, and
Oh,
that
God.
Dell with a Pentium 1 in it. It still turns on, but buying parts for that, I think it's an American Dell computer. Because whenever I look up Inspiron 3000, I can't find anything. So that one might have to go in the trash. And yeah, those computers. I will be selling my Acer Aspire to a friend, my Toshiba to a friend. I was just about to say that. My duplicate Toshiba with Windows XP might be sold, but I like it too much.
I'd say don't get that. I'd say don't get that attached to your items, but then again, I still have my original iPhone. Well, the first iPhone I ever had, because I don't get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm
Look,
sort
it's
of
a
the same
present
with
from
things
someone,
like
that
that.
one. Yeah, I think I will probably end up parting with it, because I have one of the exact same model, and the one I will probably be donating has the NEC token capacitor plague.
Yeah.
So we have to get rid of that before it fails. Yeah. But hopefully I'll have space for a Thai book I saw on Gumtree.
Oh yeah!
£15.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It's £15 now, it's not 20. It was 20 when I first
That's
found it, and now
actually
it's 15.
really fucking
Please
good.
buy it before it sells and you get disappointed for 2 days.
Of course, you can have it if anyone else wants it. You're free to snap up that deal. It's in Dundee, London. But
I don't
I
live
don't
in
know.
Britain.
Can you ship stuff on Gumtree, or do you have to pick it up in person?
It's kind of a pain.
You
in the
can,
ass to
it's
sell
just
it.
they most likely will think you're a scammer because of the amount of people on there who say, can you ship and I'll do XYZ amount of fucking shit.
Oh,
You never
crap.
know.
That's unfortunate. I don't ever
But
know.
you never know if you actually come across as proper and don't say I need an email address instead of a PayPal me or something like that, which is how I usually know if they're a scammer.
Okay.
If you say that and you actually do everything properly, then maybe you'll be able to get it. Maybe. I'm not counting on it. I wouldn't count on it if I'm honest.
I don't know. Like I said, the offer's out there if anyone else wants it. I just found it, and I figured I'd tell everyone. Well, everyone in this server. I'm not telling anyone in Macyak and that, because I know they're going to snap that thing up.
No one in Macyak lives in the UK except for me and you.
Yeah, no, not really.
Sweet.
I know like 3 people who do, but I don't think they'll ever be interested. But yeah, obviously, I guess I'll finish it off. I don't really have that much upcoming content. I'm gonna try getting this out by this video out by Monday or Wednesday night, but I wouldn't count on it. I'm also doing a video where I'm fixing a battery leaked Apple Magic Keyboard. Again,
good luck.
I'm still doing that. I'm getting close. I just haven't progressed too much because this has kind of distracted me, but otherwise don't really have too much to self-promote.
I thought they were extremely hard to get in.
They're not terrible, but
they're not amazing either.
no. But yeah, so that's all I really have to say. But no, I guess that's self-promotion done. So yeah, I guess that'll do it for tonight's episode of Apple Talk. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like and subscribe and comment down below if you have any topic ideas. Oh, and join the Discord server, link in the description below. I think this might actually be the longest Apple Talk stream we've done, an hour and 50
Yeah, it probably
minutes.
is. An hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
good
I'm
night,
quite
everyone.
tired, so I'm probably gonna head off after this. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna head off too.
My head is killing me.
Alright,
But
goodbye,
yeah, so that'll
everybody.
do it, everyone. So that'll do it, everyone, for tonight's stream. Thank you all so much for coming out. Thanks for the support, and yeah, see you all in the next stream. So
Smash that
goodbye.
motherfucking like button.